Let's dive into the wild ride of the planet's 10 richest families and their eternal quest for luxuriousness. At the number 10 spot, it's the Koch family. You know, the ones who redefine luxury and make it look easy peasy. With a jaw-dropping net worth of over $68 billion, these guys don't just splash in the pool of opulence. They dive right in. Their empire, Koch Industries, isn't just a company. It's practically a universe of its own. From energy to manufacturing, they've got it all covered. They've even snagged the title of the biggest privately owned company in the US of A. And no biggie, they're also among the planet's top oil producers. But wait, there's more. These folks are major players in the political arena too. Ever heard of Charles and David Koch? Yeah, they're like the puppet masters behind the scenes, investing big bucks to make sure climate change legislation stays off the table. And the Republican Party keeps its groove on with over $1.5 billion in the past decade. And when it comes to spending, oh boy, these guys don't hold back. We're talking Monets, Picassos. They've turned their homes into art galleries that make your jaw drop. But hey, that's not all. Ever thought about dropping $2.3 million on an old photograph? Well, the Kochs did, and not just any photo. It's the original Billy the Kid. Hold onto your hats, because we're just getting started, and the wealthiest Indian family is about to give them a run for their money. Because at number 9, it's none other than the Ambani family. And trust me, they've got opulence down to a science. Picture this: India, a land of 1.4 billion folks, where being filthy rich is practically an art form. And who does it best? The Ambani family, led by the awe-inspiring Mukesh Ambani. Get ready for your jaw to hit the floor, because these guys aren't just rich. They're 27-story private skyscraper in the heart of Mumbai, kind of rich. With a jaw-dropping net worth of $85.1 billion, their cash flow comes primarily from their mind-blowing conglomerate, Reliance Industries. Oh, but their taste for the finer things. That's where the real fun begins. Imagine a home so lavish, so mind-blowing. It's like a fairy tale palace. We're talking about Antilia, a $2 billion masterpiece that's not just a home. It's a work of art. With 27 floors of pure luxury, this place makes you believe that life is indeed a dream. And let's talk cars. You think having a garage full of cool cars is awesome. Try over 160 cars, including custom Rolls Royces and limited edition Bentleys. But guess what? These guys aren't just about luxury. They've got hearts of gold too. Philanthropy is their middle name, as they actively give back and positively impact society. Their generosity knows no bounds, and they're all about lifting others up. Hold on to your seats, because the Ambani family is just the beginning of this wild ride. Stay tuned, because the next family on our list is about to take rich to a whole new level. Because at number 8, it's the Bettencourt family. And let me tell you, they're not your usual run of mill-rich clan. Nope. They're rewriting the rules in a seriously awesome way. Meet Lillian Bettencourt, the powerhouse matriarch who turned her family's fortunes from rags to riches. And let me tell you, this lady was no ordinary grandmother. She was the wealthiest woman in the world, worth a staggering $44.3 billion at the time of her passing in 2017. Fast forward to today, and the Bettencourt family is soaring with a whopping net worth of $92.7 billion. What's their secret sauce? Well, it's all about the iconic L'Oreal Cosmetics empire, a giant in the world of beauty. Today, Lillian's daughter, Francoise Bettencourt Myers, is steering the ship, making her not only one of the richest people on the planet, but also the 9th wealthiest woman alive. Now, get this. Despite being loaded to the brim with cash, these guys are surprisingly down to earth. Sure, they've got stunning homes, killer cars, and a taste for the finer things, but they prefer tranquility over the glitz and glam of the spotlight. But hey, compared to what's coming up next, their fortune might seem like pocket change. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 7th most affluent family on the planet, the Slim family, and let me tell you, they're anything but your typical ultra-rich clan. Hold onto your seats, because at number 7, we're stepping into the incredible realm of Carlos Slim Helú, who's known as the Warren Buffett of Mexico, with a mind-boggling net worth of over $95.1 billion. You'd think the Slim family would be all about the lavish life, right? Wrong. Carlos Slim is like the poster child for leading an amazingly ordinary lifestyle, despite being loaded to the brim with cash. Believe it or not, Carlos still chills in a modest 6-bedroom home, He got 40 years ago when he started making a decent fortune. And get this, he actually limits his monthly salary to a mere $24,000. Talk about keeping it real, am I right? But hold on, it gets even better. Carlos Slim knows the value of a dollar because he started hustling sweets and drinks to his buddies when he was just 10 years old. And while his fortune didn't come from that childhood endeavor, it was built on the foundation of hard work and smart investments, like America Movil, Mexico's biggest mobile phone operator, worth a whopping $70.5 billion. But here's where it gets awesome. Carlos is all about giving back. His massive fortune is actively making the world a better place through his support for education, arts, and sports in Mexico. 2. At number 6, we're diving deep into the mesmerizing tale of the Wertheimer family. They're like a real-life soap opera of wealth and intrigue. Now, picture this. It's the early 1920s, and Pierre Wertheimer meets the legendary Coco Chanel. Bam! A partnership for the ages begins. Pierre, being the business guru, works his magic, and Chanel's revolutionary fashion ideas skyrocket. But here's the twist, their deal, not your average fairy tale. Pierre's got 70 of the profits, and Chanel, well, she's got a measly 10. But wait, it gets spicier. World War. I comes around and things take a crazy turn. Chanel decides to play her cards with the Nazis. Yeah, you heard that right. But guess what? Pierre, like a boss, transfers the company to someone nazi, friendly too. When the dust settles after the war, the Wertheimers are back in control, and they're ready to make some mega moves. Fast forward to today, and they're still the ultimate power players. Pierre's grandsons, Elaine and Gerard, are running the show, expanding the family empire with luxury vineyards and horse breeding facilities across the globe. Talk about a roller coaster, right? But wait, there's more. We're not even close to the grand finale of opulence. So stick around, YouTube fam, because we've got a tantalizing treat in store for you. Get ready. The next family on our list is about to redefine what it means to start rich. Get ready to satisfy your curiosity and your sweet tooth all at once, because we're diving into the captivating world of the 5th richest family on Earth, the Mars family. Hold on to your hats because it's snack time. And we're talking about the ultimate candy kings. I mean, who hasn't munched on a Snickers, Twix, or Mars bar? These guys are behind the iconic treats that we can't help but love. And yeah, dentists might not be their biggest fans. Back in 1911, Franklin Mars and his second wife kicked off a candy business that would change the game forever. And get this, mixing chocolate with caramel. Yeah, that combo brought in a jaw, dropping $126 billion. But wait, there's more. This family's story is sweeter than candy itself. They're not just about satisfying your cravings. They've branched out big time. From classic candy to the world of pet care, they've invested a cool $9 billion. And boy, did that pay off. Today, their empire is worth around $45 billion and employs over 130,000 folks worldwide. But here's the cherry on top. They're not just all about business. The Mars family has a heart of gold, contributing to education, conservation, and scientific research through the Mars Foundation, which they set up in 1965. Get ready to step into a world where towns are made not by population or city halls, but by the legendary Walmart stores that have taken over America. It's all about the Walton family, the brains behind the mega retail game. Hold on to your shopping carts, because at number 4, we're diving headfirst into the incredible story of the Walton family. I mean, who doesn't know Walmart, right? With over 11,000 stores in 27 countries, these guys have basically turned the world into one giant shopping spree. It all began with the late Sam Walton, who founded Walmart in 1962. And guess what? Fast forward to today and they're worth a jaw, dropping $250 billion. That's right. Their fortune is as massive as their shopping aisles. But hold on, these guys aren't just about raking in the dough. They're known for being down-to-earth individuals too. Okay, sure, they've got their indulgent moments, like Alice Walton, who's a total art enthusiast. She opened the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, showcasing her impressive collection that includes a Georgia O'Keeffe masterpiece she snagged for a cool $44.4 million. 2. But that's not all. their hearts are just as big as their wallets. The Walton family is all about giving back. They've poured billions into education, healthcare, and environmental conservation. Plus, they're the driving force behind the Walton Family Foundation, spreading goodness and positivity to communities and individuals all around. As we explore the third richest family in the world, the Arnold family, hold on to your hats, because we're about to dive into a world of immense wealth and luxury that'll leave your jaw on the floor. At number 3, we're delving into the dazzling story of the Arnold family, led by none other than the richest human on the planet, Bernard Arnold himself. Get this, their fortune is nearly $240 billion. I know, it's hard to fathom. It all started in France, where Bernard took the reins of his father's construction company in the 70s. But guess what? He didn't stop there. With his incredible vision and business smarts, the Arnolds skyrocketed to stardom. They're not just about bricks and mortar. Oh no, they're in the business of luxury, and they're killing it. Their crown jewel is LVMH Moet, Hennessy Louis Vuitton, a global luxury powerhouse that includes iconic brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Givenchy. But let's talk indulgent. The Arnolds own a 150-year-old castle and an 18th century palace in Paris, together worth over $220 million. Real estate though, that's just a tiny piece of their empire pie. They're all about yachts, with 2 super yacht companies and the 330-foot Symphony, a luxurious floating paradise worth a jaw, dropping $115 million. And hold up, we're not done. They owned a fleet of private jets worth millions, but decided to sell them due to their commitment to the environment. But here's what makes them truly amazing: their heart of gold. They've donated millions for Notre Dame repairs and wildfire prevention in the Amazon jungle. So while they're living in the lap of luxury, they're also making the world a better place. Get ready to dive deep into a world of secrets, conspiracies, and a whole lot of wealth. We're about to uncover the incredible story of the Rothschild family, landing at number 2 on our list. Hold on to your tinfoil hats, because here come the Rothschilds, a name that's always linked to some wild conspiracy theories. With a colossal $400 billion fortune, these folks are the kings of wealth. And trust, they couldn't care less about what some conspiracy theorist from Eastern Europe has to say. The Rothschild dynasty was born in the late 18th century when Meyer Amschel Rothschild laid the foundation in Frankfurt, Germany. They started as bankers and financiers, and their success shot them to superstardom, expanding their reach across Europe. They managed international finances like absolute champs during times of chaos, earning them a solid rep as financial wizards. Fast forward to today, and these guys have shares in almost every profitable business you can think of. From banking to mining to construction, they've got it all covered. We're talking major players like Glencore Mining, Rio Tinto Mining, and Agora Oil and Gas, worth billions. But wait, there's more. They're big on the arts too. With a collection worth over $2 billion, they prove that you can splash your cash with style. And let's not forget their impressive real estate holdings like Chateau Mouton Rothschild and Waddesdon Manor, properties worth millions that give luxury a whole new meaning. Sure, they've got their lavish moments, like Nat Rothschild buying the Planet 9 super yacht for a cool $102 million. But most of the time, they prefer to keep things low-key and away from the spotlight. It's one of the major differences between them and the #1 richest family on Earth. Brace yourselves, because we're about to dive into a world of unimaginable opulence. The incredible Aylesford family, sitting right at the tippity top as the #1 richest family on the planet. When you think crazy rich, your mind probably screams Saudi royal family. Their lavish lifestyles and jaw-dropping purchases could make even lottery winners blush. And why wouldn't they? With a staggering $1.4 trillion in their pockets, they redefine opulence. So where does this massive fortune come from, you ask? Well, it's all about that liquid gold, oil and energy. The Aylesford family runs incredibly successful companies dealing in oil, gas, and energy resources. Their crown jewel, Aramco, the biggest oil producer in the world, churning out a whopping 15 of global oil supply. And guess what? This energy giant is valued at an eye-popping $8 trillion. Who? Hold on, the all-sods are no one. Trick ponies. They've got stakes in major banks, telecommunications, construction firms, and more. They've invested in so much that they might need a spreadsheet just to keep track of it all. Now, picture this. The motto of the all-sods. If it's not golden, it's not worth our attention. Yup, they live by that. From golden cars to yachts, and even a golden escalator. They're all about the Midas touch. King Salman, the head honcho of the family, is all about making an entrance, demanding hotels to turn everything golden when he visits. Talk about leaving an impression. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman isn't holding back either. He's got a flair for the extravagant, owning properties like Chateau Louis Seive worth around $300 million. A hotel in Mecca valued at a staggering $3.5 billion. And let's not forget his grand vision, Neom, a self-sustaining city in the Saudi desert, worth around $1.1 trillion. Honestly, we've barely scratched the surface of their luxurious lifestyle. There's so much more to explore about the Al Saud royal family's extravagant world. Don't worry, YouTube fam. We'll be back with a dedicated video to dive deep into their unparalleled opulence. Stay tuned for more jaw-dropping revelations.